Greetings to Madam Dayang. In this video, we will present the organization related to our group project, which is Malaysia Airlines. My name is DAIM QUSYAIRIE, and I will be presenting for the background of the organization. So, MASWINGS is a subsidiary of Malaysia Airlines, which often known as MAS, the country's primary airline. It was established in 1947 and has grown to become one of the largest airlines in Southeast Asia with a fleet size of over 100 aircraft. The airline has been recognized for its exceptional service throughout the years. However, like many airlines, Malaysia Airlines faced significant challenges due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The decline in air travel demand forced the airline to ground most of its fleet and reduce salaries. It also had to adapt to a constantly changing regulatory landscape and shifted its focus to cargo operations. Through government assistance and a focus on innovation, Malaysia Airlines is working to overcome these obstacles and emerge stronger than ever. So, can I get Ms. Nur Farisyahayu to point out any issues about Malaysia Airlines related to COVID-19?
Thank you, Mr. Daim. So I will be discussing about the issues that has been faced by Malaysia Airlines. The first issue is mass flight cancellation. According to Malaysia's airlines also, starting from the 1st and 14th of June 2021, they will run limited service with a decrease of 88% throughout its network as part of the movement control order, which was implemented by Malaysia government to restrict people into or out of an area. Apart from that, this restriction does not apply to international passenger transiting via Kuala Lumpur on their way to other domestic destinations. To illustrate more, as COVID-19 cases continue to increase, Malaysia imposes travel restrictions on aviation, declaring that all foreign flights will be barred from entering Malaysia territory, which is to ensure that to limit the immigrations of potentially afflicted persons and prevent the virus from spreading further within the country. The changes in the operations of Malaysia Airlines procedure in order to follow the rules and regulation made by the countries have made the company face a challenge to run the operations with the uncertainty of the economic condition, which then may lead to decrease in tourist demand and handling a number of reservation and booking cancellation. And for the second issue is low demand on air travel. The limitations on travel, such as closing the borders, requiring quarantine and other strict procedures to be observed before traveling, has made the passenger lazy and hard for the Malaysia Airlines to also retain and attract their customer back. For instance, the travel procedure due to the MCO 2.0 start in force on 13 till 26 January 2021, whereby passengers entering Malaysia from outside must take a 7-day mandatory quarantine at specified quarantine sites with a negative RT-PCR obtained 3 days before the departure. Those who enter Malaysia without the RT-PCR would be subjected to a 10 days compulsory quarantine. Other than that, travelers also must download MAISARAH application to their phones in order to track down contacts or known as the close contact with others, if any. The app was created by Malaysian government specifically for Malaysians and non-Malaysians traveling Malaysia, starting at departure, arrival, and during quarantine period. As a result, the decline in tourist members and demand has required economic downturns in countries that rely heavily on foreign tourism. I think that is all from me. Mr. AFIQ, do you have any opinion regarding this matter?
Thank you, Ms. Nur Farisyahayu. My name is Muhammad Nur Afiq, and now I will explain on the implication. COVID-19 has had a significant implication on Malaysia Airlines in two important aspects. Firstly is decrease in passenger demand. The COVID-19 pandemic has caused a sharp decrease in passenger demand for flights around the world, including Malaysia Airlines. Some of the factors causing this decline include travel restrictions, border closures, health concerns, and uncertainty related to the pandemic. The implication of this decrease in passenger demand is the terms of reducing flight schedules. Malaysia Airlines has reduced flight frequency and eliminated less profitable routes to accommodate the drop in demand. This helped reduce operational costs and optimize the use of available resource. The second implication is financial loss. Like other global aviation organizations, Malaysia Airlines suffered significant financial losses due to COVID-19 pandemic. The implication of this financial loss include a decrease in income, a decrease in passenger demand resulted in a decrease in revenue for Malaysia Airlines. With the number of passengers decreasing, income of ticket sales and additional service such as food and beverage drops significantly. This has a negative impact on the airline finances. In addition, regular operational financing, although passenger demand is down, there are operational costs that must still be borne by Malaysia Airlines. Costs such as fuel costs, aircraft maintenance, and employee costs remain even though operations are limited. This causes pressure on airline finances. Therefore, Malaysia Airlines needs to take the right step to overcome this challenge. In addition, it is important for Malaysia Airlines to plan sustainable long-term recovery to restore financial stability and prepare for market changes that may occur in the future. That's all from me. So I think Ms. ALIA has a recommendation to deal with changes.
Okay, thank you, Mr. AFIQ. I will proceed to our discussion about the recommendation. To deal with the change is first to introduce the flexible ticket policies. As we know, Malaysia Airlines can implement a number of flexible ticket policies which allow passengers to change or cancel their flights without incurring any additional costs. This made the airline more appealing to passengers who were unsure about their travel plans because they offer more flexibility. It can provide unlimited change to the flight date. This indicates that passengers are free to change the date of their flight and unlimited number of times without incurring any additional costs. Malaysia Airlines needs to modify its ticketing system. Second of my recommendation about our discussion is increasing frequency of cleaning and disinfections. Malaysia Airlines is known for its high standard of cleanliness. The airline is ensuring that its aircraft are kept clean and sanitary for the comfort and safety for the passengers. They must require that all staff responsible for cleaning and disinfecting receive training on the proper procedures. For example, all aircraft are now going through more frequent cleaning and disinfection procedures, with a particular emphasis placed on hard surfaces and areas that are frequently used. In order to maintain the cleanliness and hygiene standards in Malaysia Airlines on its fleets of aircraft, the airlines must have the variety of processes, products, and training programs. By this, the recommendation, this helps to protect the health of both the passengers and the crew, and it also helps to create a travel experience for both all of the world that is more comfortable and enjoyable for everyone involved that using the service Malaysia Airlines Aviation. So that is for me from the recommendation. So Mr. AKMAL, what do you think?
Thank you, Ms. ALIA MAISARAH. So I think for me to conclude, the COVID-19 pandemic has posed serious obstacles for Malaysia Airlines with consequences across the company's operations. The airline has been put through its paces by the pandemic, which has caused a dramatic drop in the demand for air travel on top of logistical issues and financial difficulties. Nevertheless, despite these difficulties, Malaysia Airlines has been attempting to tackle the hurdles that have been posed by the pandemic in order to remain profitable during this period of significant unpredictability. The airline has taken steps to decrease the cost, such as decreasing the amount of fuel it uses and postponing routine maintenance that is not absolutely necessary. In addition, in order to maintain its position as a market leader, Malaysia Airlines has received financial assistance from the government and has been working to restructure its operation. the airline has been making efforts to cut the cost, to improve the efficiency, and to adapt to the shifting dynamics of the industry as a whole. Even maybe a while before Malaysia Airlines has fully recovered from the effects of the pandemic, it is abundantly obvious that the airline is dedicated to overcoming the obstacle posed by the outbreak. So Malaysia Airlines is in a good position to emerge from the epidemic as a stronger and more resilient company that it was before to the pandemic as a result of its dedication to resilience, as well as its emphasis on innovation and adaptability. So I think that is all for our forum discussion. Thank you, everyone.